Hey there, I'm Jan from Lumnio, and I am here today with another video about the work instructions. In this one, we'll focus on creating simple work instructions from scratch. We'll create a new file, fill it with sections and steps, and publish it when ready. So let's get started. We'll begin on the Content Creators dashboard again. To create new work instructions, simply click the blue button above. First, you'll be prompted to select a folder to put your file into. Large organizations might have complicated folder structures to store all of their content. But lucky for us, we only have one folder. Next, we'll fill out the basics. Today we are going to be creating instructions for returning the company car after a business trip. So let's fill out the name. We'll also change the required tech level for reading, so anyone can use these instructions. Once we're done, let's create the work instructions and start editing. So, this is the work instructions screen. If you're not familiar with it, feel free to watch our previous video where I explain how everything works. But before we start creating steps and sections, let's upload a thumbnail and write a short description. Now that we have our basic info, let's start creating sections and steps. The first section is going to be named Basic Information and will contain steps to help us identify the company car. First step is to park the car. Let's add a picture to show how it's done. As you can see, uploading a picture is not the only way to add media to our guide. We can also pick any media shared in any recent call or select a capture file from the storage to extract steps. But creating guides from captures is a whole another video. Next, let's add some more info to the picture. If you click the plus button below, you can add more content to the step. We will add a rich text box which will allow us to add a more structured text. Next step will be a value input. You can pick from various types, but this time we will pick a date. This way, the person using this guide will be able to tell us the departure date. Next, the user will input the mileage of the car after the trip. We'll use the value input again. As you can see, you can set boundaries for the number. In the next step, the user will input the VIN and the registration numbers. We can use the value input twice in the same step. And in the last step of this section, the user will be asked if they refueled the car. First, we'll use the single option choice to ask the user about the fuel type of their car. Then we'll use the yes/no switch to ask if they refueled the car when they were on the business trip. Time to create the next section. In this one, we'll ask the user to check the car for any damage and take pictures. So the first step will require the user to take a picture of the car from the front. We'll use the media option from the menu to do that. Next, we'll create the steps for the other sides. And using the magic of video editing, we're done. We'll add the last section next. In this one, the user will be asked if there's anything wrong with the car. We will use the multiple option choice to do that. So let's create some potential problems the user might encounter. But what if nothing matches the user's problem? Then we can add a voice memo to let them tell us directly. Once we're happy with what we've created, it's time to save our work and publish the first version using the drop-down up top. And that's everything for this video. We learned how to create a work instruction file, fill it with sections and steps, and how to publish it when we're done. But we still have a lot to cover. In the next couple of videos, we'll take a look at conditional sections, translating your instructions and working with protocols. So, thanks for watching and stay tuned for more.